So, the reason why my phone is falling, because my granddaughter suggested I get the pop socket or whatever you call it that goes on the back of your phone. And it's not seating correctly in the camera holder. So it may fall again. So I got somebody tailgating me. God, why do people do that? It's alright, when I slam on my brakes, they're gonna own my car. Yeah. I don't know if I like these sunglasses. Okay, it's 35 miles per hour. I'm gonna have to slow down. You know, you could get off my freaking ass. I don't want to get a ticket just because you're being an ass. I don't know. Cops here are brutal through this town. So, don't people look at the speed limit signs? They sure have patched this road up a lot, haven't they? I can tell by the... So, I'm looking forward to eating and sleeping. Eating and sleeping. Thank God my brother takes a nap. Because I tell you, when you're over 45, you got to take a nap every day. If you're working hard, you got to lay down at least for my brother calls them power naps, like 10, 15 minutes. You sleep more than that, and you're going to wake up really groggy. So I noticed that Trisha Paytas, she's another reason why I started this channel. I've been watching her for 10 years. She does 20 and 30-minute videos. I would run out of things to talk about, you know, but she doesn't. I guess a lot of YouTubers just keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I can relate to Trisha a lot in so many different ways. Yeah, I can really relate to her because she falls in love hard, and then she kind of like unconsciously cause the relationship to kind of falter. I don't really do that so much, but I do, it just seems like the guys I've been dating have all been narcissists. They're all worried about what they can get, whether it be sex or some of them are drug addicts. Some of them wouldn't spend a dime on me, but they would spend $80,000 on a motorcycle. Yeah, or a race car. One guy I dated, he would buy pretty much junkers from the junkyard. But he was a hard worker. But then he would go on, then he would get laid off and then stay at home for 4 months. And you wonder why you're having a hard time paying your bills, or why you can't buy your girlfriend any nice gifts. I really don't need anything. I always ask for massages. That's what I want. Go get me a gift certificate or give me a $100 bill. Let me go get a massage. Oh my God, they just built a new auto parts place. Yeah, I mean, I don't need any jewelry. I don't need any clothes. I don't need any makeup. But I would love, or a vacation. I love vacations. Even my pharmacist says, oh, you're always going on these little trips. Well, yeah, it kind of keeps my channel somewhat interesting. So it makes the trip, I really should have stopped at Sheets and got some coffee and a pastry. I don't know. Well, now my brother's wife has had breast cancer, and I have a cousin who has breast cancer, and she just had her breast removed. I mean, that stuff is just, I think this earring is hurting me so bad. It is hurting me. sister used to certify teachers in her county. She was really good at her job, but she had to also she elected to take care of our mom. And my mom would be the type that would call her every day with some fiasco. I think the funniest thing is where my sister used to live in Woodbridge. My mother would get lonely during the day while everybody was gone to their job, and she was like hardly able to walk across the road. My mother would walk across the road to go to the Chinese restaurant. And I don't know if she had money or whatever, but the owner of the Chinese restaurant would call my little sister at her job and say, hey, your mom's over here. I mean, it was hilarious. But my mother had a walker, so I wonder if she didn't get run over. Oh, geez. I should tell you the time that my mother, she had Parkinsons, dementia. My little sister and I took her to a wedding. On the second day was a picnic. Well, we noticed our mother started acting up. She was talking to the Boy Scouts, and we had to try to get her away. She'd kept us up all night with her hearing aid battery beeping, and my sister and I almost went insane. We tried to get the hearing aid batteries out of my mother's ear to turn them off, and she wouldn't let us touch her. I mean, it was brutal. So the next day we were already agitated. So we had to get her out of the hotel, and we had to tell her, we're not going to the picnic. And she got very perturbed. She got combative. My sister pretty much had to lift her into the van. My mother was just being very, very bad. So I was in my own car, and my sister was in her van. My sister had to go get gas, so my mother's in the passenger seat, and my mother proceeds to tell people at the gas station that she had been kidnapped. And the people believed her. I'm glad, because, you never know if someone's been kidnapped. My mother was adamant she's been kidnapped. The police come. Melanie calls me at the hotel. I had not checked out yet. Please help me. The cops are here. So we're telling the cops that we're sisters. Well, if you saw my little sister and me, we don't look too much alike. He didn't believe us. Well, thank goodness my little sister carries around my mother's complete medical records, which says that she's got dementia. And also the power of attorney, which is with our other sister, who I think she was living in Reedville then. So the cop is standing outside with my mother inside the van at 85-degree weather. My mother is sweating profusely, and I'm telling the cops, because he's got both me and my sister standing outside, interrogating us. And I said, sir, if you were caring about our mother, you wouldn't have her sitting in this hot sun. So he had to get our other sister on the phone, who had power of attorney, who had to verify that we were all sisters. But during this, it was 45 minutes is going by. And I finally said to the cop, I said, listen, if you don't believe us, how about you take her home? Well, that didn't go over too well. I said, you take her. If you think we've kidnapped her, you take her. Because we were burning up out there. So, let's see. And then he gave a lecture to my little sister saying, please do not take your mother out of the nursing home anymore. She shouldn't be taken out. She's just not in her right mind. And the cop was right, because I think the other two times my sister took her out of the nursing home, my mother broke her leg, and within another leg or her hip or something. So it was just not good to take her out of the nursing home. So yeah, and the cop told my sister, don't take your mother out anymore. Well, my little sister didn't listen. But my little sister just wanted mother to be like she used to be, you know, always helping with the holiday meals. I understand that. I miss that so much. Okay, so enough about the kidnapping.